Every day there seems to be a new black conservative who is aiming to be the biggest sellout of them all, king of the sellouts. And today's number one contender goes by the name of Mychal Massie, and he is a conservative columnist for the ultra-conservative news outlet WorldNet Daily. And he's basically saying that black people were better off as slaves. Yes, and this is coming from a black guy. Let me read you his quote. He says, before neo-Leninists liberals decided to punish all of white America for the evil white Democrats had perpetrated, blacks took pride in positive accomplishments and the pursuit of modernity. See, he's forgetting about the history of the Democrat and the Republican Party and their relations and their positions on race. See, before the Civil Rights era, the racist Southerners were Democrats. It wasn't until the Civil Rights Act was passed that the white Southerners were saying, oh, hell no, these Democrats have changed our way of life, so now we're going to become Republicans. And that's how the South became Republican and the North became Democrat. They actually switched sides, which is a little weird. Anyway, he goes on to say the following, but don't tell blacks that, because the majority are too blind, dumb, and ignorant to understand this.
Other folks talk about slave, man. Wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we got good food back then. White man sure could be, yo.
Oh, wow. Ignorance calling other people ignorant. There was a time blacks embraced being Americans and the virtues of same, but that mindset has ultimately taken a backseat to the shrill, invidious voices of those who preach the vitriolic heterodoxies of Marxism. When in history were black people ever thinking of themselves as 100% American before the Civil Rights era? Definitely not when they were slaves. So what is this man on about? He argues there is no greater form of racism and bigotry than race-based affirmative action. He is receiving the most affirmative action. Being a black conservative automatically propels you forward in the conservative circles. They want sellouts to sell out the black race and therefore say, oh, look at my black friend over here who's saying all this negative things about black people. See? Why can't black people be more like him? Why can't they all be like him? That is what they want. And that is affirmative action. Saying that somebody who has who received an A in high school might get a little bit of advantage over somebody who went to a private school their entire lives, that's what affirmative action is. A little bit of advantage in order to help yourself, in order to get ahead and get better educated and get a better job. It's not a handout. It's not like somebody who was working at Foot Locker for 20 years and all of a sudden wants to be the head of a bank. That's not how affirmative action works. That's how they have it in their minds, but that's not the reality.